Schools should be showing acceptance for all children with disabilities. The hate crime attack at Richland School in Linville, Tennessee has forever affected our entire family. We have never been cyberbullied to this level. People have stalked, threatened, posted, and shared vindictive false stories, as well as the several videos taken by the multiple students who surrounded, trapped, and recorded my daughter's heinous attack. Why hate somebody that's different from you? We're all the same inside. We just live different lives. There is no reason to be biased when investigating a crime, and there definitely is no reason for justifying a crime. However, you will soon hear and see what did happen. Unfortunately, you would expect to see students cyberbullying other students, but when officers of the law and friends of the officer in charge of the hate crime investigation start posting and joining in on the vindictive lies, that's a whole new ballgame.
So, Deputy Woodard and myself, we probably end up talking to about 8 or 9 different kids, some involved, some just in the vicinity, that were kind of bystanders that saw what happened. And I'm going to be honest with you. We've also seen a few videos, and the timing of those, of what happened first and what happened second, is kind of hard to tell. The videos were taken pretty early on before the incident with Michaela happened. And it looked like, and again, kind of hard for me to put my judgment on it, but when this began, based off of Joella's appearance and her mannerisms and the other kids, it looked like it started as a game. It didn't look like she was
paparazzi! This guy tries to come after me. Oh my fucking god! This guy tries to come after me. Oh my.
Oh, little Bouncy, stay back. It's too much for you. Close your eyes.
Come on, get that motherfucker on video.
I don't know what the hell is going on.
Run that shit right now. Run that shit. Run that shit. Get in your ass. Run that shit right now, bro. Get that motherfucker on. Hey, you better go. I will.
didn't look like she was cornered, anything like that, forced to do things. Nobody was hitting or kicking at this point. She was kind of running around, chasing after people, but never kicking, never hitting. Nobody was hitting her. She was smiling on the videos, and kids are kind of giggling. It goes on. Then kids started to follow her a little more, not necessarily chasing, but just wanted to see what was going on. And then 2 or 3, again, I'm not going to use the word chase, but 2 or 3 kids kind of led that forefront into, I'm going to walk around, I'm going to get close to her, ask her why she's acting, ask her why she was acting like a horse, those things. So after talking with several kids, she did get hit with branches. The kids had tore off from the bushes there next to the basketball goal. I don't think there's any doubt that happened. Kids that I can verify swung the branches shooting that I'm aware of. We document it, and if anything were to happen down the road with these same young people, we can take that into account. But we'll have it documented so we know this wouldn't be the first time.
They're going to document this behavior of the assailants for future purposes? These were large branches that were used in this hate crime. All of these children did not receive consequences at the school, and none of them were charged with aggravated assault.
You did not know that she had been being beat with sticks for 50 minutes?
I don't know if she was being beat with sticks for 50 minutes.
But nobody told you that? Nobody told you that? And she didn't tell you that she didn't mention that a bunch of boys had been hitting her with sticks for a long time? She did not mention?
No, she did not tell me that.
Okay.
She told me, Mr. Miller told me that her and Michaela had gotten into a shoving.
Why did you not ask her what happened?
I asked her to write it down, just like everybody else. I actually escorted her to the front to be picked up. Again, I wanted all the signs to the store that I could get, so I'd asked everybody to write it down.
Don't you think her side was the most important to get?
I was unaware of what happened to Michaela, that she was kicked, and there was lots of things that I was unaware of at that time. And I'll go back to it. I asked her if she was okay, and she could have lied to me, but she said she was fine.
She will.
I know she did.
She will.
Okay.
She will always tell you she's okay. Even if blood is dripping down her leg, she will tell you she's okay. There needs to be some training here. There needs to be some big changes, Coach.
Nobody was forced into the corner at the beginning of the incident.
No, that happened towards the end.
Right. But at the beginning, when kicks were made, nobody left. Nobody walked away. And if any of our students, including Joella, would have just walked away and took a picture, I don't think we're sitting here having this incident that took place. So I think there's lots of things that could have gone better.
Is he really blaming the victim for this crime? How could she run away? They were instructed to stay on the asphalt. She was following the rules. They had her surrounded from the beginning. New videos have surfaced through cyberbullying towards my daughter that shows she was not smiling. She was not running around. She was surrounded from the get-go. How was it that she was supposed to go and tell any of the 8 teachers socializing together over 350 feet away, not even supervising these assailants? They had her trapped, cornered, recorded her while they assaulted her.
And how about how you handled it?
I'm gonna sit there and I'm not gonna argue with you. I should have took her to the nurse.
Do you think you should have asked her what happened?
I think this morning. I don't know what.
That's 3 days later. That's 3 days later. Wow. Okay. I want to press charges against all of the boys. I want the state prosecutor to handle this.
Listen, how many of the other kids have you talked to about this issue so far?
More than I care to say.
Well, who? I mean, I'd just like to know who you spoke to about the issue so far.
I have talked. I'll talk. Okay. I do have one question. Did you get any phone calls from any of the parents of the children that were involved today?
I was just concerned about concerned. I was really just wondering who you spoke to, any other kids that we missed it to, because I want to make sure we talk to the same people so we can see if they got the same story.
Officer? Yeah, yes, sir. Did you talk to Joella on Friday?
No,
This serious. My daughter was
let me tell you something. In order for me to do this, I have to have cooperation. When you're losing,
I'm trying to cooperate, sir.
Well, it don't really sound like it because
my sources are the same ones that you've talked to, I'm sure. If you've done the job that you're Therefore, then you've talked to the same people because Joella's friends are the ones that have been standing.
Just give me for instance who, because we don't want to miss anybody.
Well, she told you this morning.
The only thing I heard this morning was she got Snapchat or something when she was at her friend's.
Okay, so none of the names that she wrote down of the people that would know what happened wasn't done?
Am I right?
I don't know what you're talking about. I thought you were wondering how I got my information.
No, I was wondering if you had talked to any of the kids that were involved in it, not just her friends.
The children that did it?
Yeah.
No, just the adults.
Okay. That's what I was trying to get at.
No, I'm not talking to none of those kids. I don't even know those kids. You know, you guys are responsible for those children.
That's exactly right.
I'm responsible.
That's why we don't jump the gun like most people.
Wow.
We talk to everybody involved.
Okay.
Okay?
I think you've had enough time today to talk to the people that saw and witnessed and the evidence.
Okay, well, if I go by what I have just today.
You didn't want the pictures. You didn't want the videos that I had. You didn't want them. You weren't interested. I offered them. I still offer them. I plead you because I press charges. How do I go about to do this? To press charges for all these children. Tell me it. I don't want to hear it cannot be done because yes, it can. This was an aggravated assault, criminal. It happened on the school property, which is state, federal. She is a disabled autism child. She was not protected by your school, by you, Officer Woodard, by anybody at that school. She was not taken to the nurse. She was pushed out of the door and said, "See you Monday." Didn't even get asked why did you look like that. What in the world happened to you, girl? There's no sympathy here. I'm not. She what?
The way we knew she'd gotten a scuffle because Coach Blair brought her over there to keep her from being embarrassed in front of the other kids.
But never cared to ask her what happened?
That's the only thing that we saw.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've got to look at some other things too because there's allegations that your daughter was kicking other kids. So all that goes into, it all goes into the picture.
Yeah, she was definitely defending herself. She's got all the welts on her body. So, Officer Woodard, how do I press charges against these 7 children? That is my question to you. What paperwork do I need to do?
You just let me take care of it.
I need to sign the documents, though, I'm pretty sure, and I would like a copy of it.
What kind of documents are those?
Well, probably the statements that are going to be admitted to the prosecutor. Is this going to be done?
Give me a couple of days.
Okay.
I'm going to speak with the district attorney.
And who is that?
Rebecca Parsons.
Okay, so I, as a mom, cannot go down to the sheriff's department and file charges today on these 7 children. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, I am the sheriff's department here.
And you're refusing to let me file charges today on these 7 children. Is that correct? Is that what I'm understanding?
You know what? There's a process. There has to be. We haven't even interviewed one of the main people yet.
But you've interviewed enough to know what happened to my daughter.
No, really I haven't. Because...
What have you been doing today?
That's all I got to say to you, ma'am. If you got a problem, you can call the sheriff.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Thank you.
So not only did Officer Reagan Jennings join in on the cyberbullying attacks, but now Michael Woodard, the school resource officer, won't even take me seriously when I want to file charges against the assailants that committed this hateful hate crime.